Good day trainers. Are a large portion of your Pokemons in your bag made out of Kanto Pokemons? Are you always running out of bag space? And maybe you might have a lot of TMs in your items bag that you don't know what to do with it and it's taking up a lot of bag space. Today, I will try to simplify and go through all of the relevant Kanto mons one by one so that you can decide which ones you want to trade away or transfer away, which ones to power up and how much to power up, what sort of moves to have on them. Trainers, this is going to be a big episode, and this week we are going to sort your Kanto mons. Full disclaimer here, I'm going to show you every Kanto Pokemon's evolution, their ideal moves, their ranks and IVs. The information here will change often. New Pokemons are added, shadow versions are being added, ranks will change. This video isn't perfect. Life is just too short to nitpick every little detail of a game that we all enjoy. So this video is going to be very general to cater to 80% of the trainers out there. Now, even if you don't PvP, with the help of PvPoke.com, having the right moves on your Pokemon will make it more fun to take down raids, beat gyms for coins, and beat Team Rocket. Or if you're like me, having multiple Pokemons from community days with the same special move, you might be wondering which ones are the ones more suitable for Great Leagues, Ultra Leagues or Master Leagues. I got you covered. I'll add the best IV stats currently from Gold Stadium. Now you don't need to have the exact same stats, but it's just an indicator which ones are more suitable for which leagues in your bag. And more importantly, it'll help you determine which ones you want to power up and how much. Now, for example, one of my favorite Pokemons, Wigglytuff, I made a mistake of powering up above 1500, making it ineligible for the Great Leagues, and it's gonna suffer in the Ultra Leagues. Remember, I'm just a working guy who just wants to enjoy the game at the end of the day. With that, trainers, let us go through all the Kanto mons. Here we go trainers, all 151 Pokemons from the Kanto region. Now I'm not going to show you or go through with every one of them. For example, a Weedle. What's the point of sharing with you the best movesets? It's not going to survive in any raid for a second. So, if I were to remove all those irrelevant Pokemons right at the start, we are left with still a lot of Pokemons to cover, and I will go through from left to right, one by one, through the whole Pokédex from the start. So trainers, let's start with Venusaur. Venusaur is good. The rank for Great Leagues is number 41. This rank shows that there are 40 Pokemons that are better than it in a general Great League. Ultra, 23. Master, 168, maybe not that good. Make sure you got Wine Whip with Frenzy Plant. Now, asterisk means it's a legacy move. Make sure you got a Sludge Bomb as a secondary attack if you want to use this guy in PvP. Next up, we got Charizard. Make sure you got Fire Spin or Ember. If it's a legacy Ember, keep it. For charge attack, make sure you got Blast Burn on it. If not, it won't be that good. Blastoise, make sure you got Water Gun with Hydro Cannon from Community Day on it. It is a decent performer. Butterfree, no. Please, God, no. Beedrill, Poison Jab, and Drill Run. It's okay. Pidgeot, if you got Legacy Gust for fast attack on it, keep it. But overall, I'm gonna give it a nope. Raticate, go for the Alolan version. Make sure you got quick attack with Crunch, but not in my book. Fearow, fast attack, Peck, Sky attack, charge attack. No. Ooh, Arbok, Dragon Tail, Dark Pulse. Don't add a charge attack on it. It's not gonna be good. Raichu, Walk Switch, Wild Charge. I'm gonna give it a meh. Alolan Sand Slash, Powder Snow, Ice Punch. Nidoqueen, Poison Jab, Earth Power. Still bad. Nidoking, Poison Jab, Earth Power. No. Clefable, make sure you got a charm on it with Moon Blast. If you want to add a second charge attack, make sure it's Meteor Mash. That is a good, decent mon for the Great and Ultra. Please don't pump it to Master. Alolan Ninetales, Powder Snow, Weather Ball, make sure it's the ice one. It is good. Wigglytuff, Fast Attack, use Charm. Charge Attack, Ice Beam. If you can, add Play Rough. It is the top 55th Great League Mon. Now, for this one, it's a unique situation. A Zubat evolves into a Golbat, then into a Crobat. I'd rather go with a Golbat with Wing Attack and Shadow Fang. Next up, you might be asking, should you evolve an Oddish to a Gloom and then to a Vileplume or Bellossom? I will go with the Bellossom. Put a Bullet Seed when Leaf Blade on it. It's gonna be awesome. Parasect, forget about it. Winomoth, forget about it. Dark Trio, just a regular one, no need the Alolan one. If you got a Legacy Mudshot, please by all means keep it for its fast attack. If you got one, do not ever TM it because even elite TMs can't get you back a Mudshot, but if you got one, it's gonna be worth a lot. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about this one. Persian, Alolan form is better, but Go Dark, bad. Primate, quite decent in the Great Leagues, put a counter and close combat on it, but you're better off with a Machamp. Arcanine, just forget about it, go for the Shadow version, but still, don't waste your Stardust on it. Poliwrath, quite a decent all-rounder, make sure you got Mudshot with Dynamic Punch on it, but what's better than a Poliwrath? A Politoed. Mudshot, Weather Ball, Water type, and put a Surf, or if better still, if you got a Legacy Earthquake on it, it's gonna be great in the Great Leagues and Ultra Leagues. It's rank 8 if you can excel it all the way. Next up, we got No Spoon, 1 Spoon, and 2 Spoon. Alakazam, make sure you got a Legacy counter on it. If not, don't bother. Have a Shadow Ball with Fire Punch or Legacy Psychic on it, but I wouldn't bother. And now, one of the best all-rounders, Machamp. Counter, close combat, cross chop, and maybe throw in a Rock Slide instead. It's gonna be great. Victory Bell, just go for Shadow, Razor Leaf, Leaf Blade, throw in a Slash Bomb if you like. And now we got a Pokemon that was cool, but now it's cruel. Poison Jab, Hydro Pump, don't bother. Golem, it was so good in the past. Alolan Golem, put a Walk Switch and a Wild Charge. Forget about the local Kanto mons. Rapidash, regular, and Galarian. One is good for Great League, one is good for Ultra League. Great Leagues, use the Galarian. Ultra Leagues, use the regular one. And now, Slowbro or Slowking? Well, I'll go for Slowbro, Great Leagues, Ultra Leagues Master rather than Slowking. Put a fast move, Confusion, and Psychic on it. It's still gonna be bad. And if you're wondering what to do with your Magnemites, find a Shadow version. One for the Great Leagues, Ultra Leagues, and Master. Overall, it is good. Put a Spark and a Wild Charge with Mirror Shot on it. You're not going to regret it. Next up, what about Kanto Farfetch? Forget about it. You're better off with Surfetch from the Galarian Farfetch evolution. I'm going to do an episode in the future of how to evolve a Galarian Farfetch into Surfetch. It is some Pokemon that you should have. Counter and close combat with Leaf Blade on it. It's a pretty good all-rounder. Next up, Dodrio. Well, it's just bad. It's just terrible, okay? I'm just gonna move on. Dugong. If you got a double Legacy, Ice Shot, and Icy Wind, you hit the jackpot. Trainers, check your bags for Dugongs. If you got Ice Shot or Icy Wind on it, you hit the jackpot. Muk, please just go for the Galarian one and use it for the Ultra Leagues. You'll be fine. Snarl, Dark Pulse, pretty useful. Cloyster, bad. Gengar, Ultra League, good. Shadow Claw with Shadow Punch Legacy. Throw in a Shadow Ball as a second move. It's gonna be awesome. Steelix, pretty good in the Ultra Leagues, especially if you can excel one. It's gonna be rank 15. Hypno, I'm not gonna talk about it. Kingler, terrible. Oh, by the way, if you got a Legacy Mudshot, keep it. Electrode, terrible. Executor, go for the Alolan, still terrible. Next up, if you got Cubone, to evolve that into a Marowak, forget about it, go for the Alolan one, put a Fire Spin, and if you have a Shadow Bone Legacy move, it's something that you should have. It's pretty fun to play. And then we got a Pokemon named after Bruce Lee, Hitmonlee. It is bad. How about the next guy? Jackie Chan, Hitmonchan. Counter and close combat is what you want to have on it, but it is still bad. Oh, what's this? Licky Tongue. Isn't it supposed to evolve into a Licky Licky? But it is pretty good in the Great Leagues, especially if you extra large it and provided you have Body Slam. If you don't have one, don't bother, but with Body Slam and throw in a Power Whip, that will take care of a lot of the ground and the grass types, but it is also very bulky. So Licky Tongue is one Pokemon that you should have in the Great Leagues. If you got a good one with Body Slam, find it, it's gonna be good. Which brings us to Licky Licky. Body Slam is also a legacy move on it. Use it for the Ultra Leagues. Wheezing, forget about it. Rhyperior, make sure you got Smackdown and a Legacy Rock Wrecker. Oh, Blissey, please don't let me see you using this in raids. Please, just don't. How about Tangrowth? Okay, Wine Whip, Power Whip. Kangaskhan, Mud Slap with Legacy Storm. Kingdra, make sure you got Dragon Breath and Outrage on it. Seaking, even though you got legacy moves on it, if you got, keep it, but it's still gonna be bad. Starmie, Water Gun, Psychic, bad. Okay, I just don't want to talk about this. Mr. Mime, good, the Galarian version to Mr. Rhyme, evolve it, it's still bad, I'm not gonna talk about it. Scyther to Scizor, Fury Cutter with Night Slash and X-Scizor, make sure it's all Shadow versions. Jinx, Confusion, Avalanche with Legacy Ice Punch, it's still gonna be bad. Ooh, Electivire, Thundershock, Wild Charge, Flamethrower Community Day, it's still gonna be okay. Make sure you got a Shadow version. Forget about the regular ones. Magmortar, Shadow for Great and Ultra, please. Karate Chop, Ice Punch, Brick Break, or the Community Day Thunderbolt. Pinsir, Fury Cutter, Close Combat. What else can I say? Taurus, Tackle, Horn Attack. Gyarados, very good all-rounder. Make sure you got Dragon Breath with Aqua Tail. If not, don't bother. Lapras, what else can I say? Go for the Shadow version for the Great League and Ultra. Go for the extra large if you can afford it. It's going to be rank 19. Make sure you got Ice Shot and Ice Beam with Surf. You'll be fine. Ditto, what else can I say? Use it for raids, not for PvP. EV Evolutions, Vaporeon, even with Last Resort, it's going to be bad. Jolteon, worse. What about Flareon? Even worse. What's good? Umbreon with Last Resort. It is an awesome all-rounder for the Great and Ultra Leagues. Now, Porygon, we got Porygon 2 and Porygon Z, both performing better in different leagues. So this is still not worth it, but here are the stats. Omanyte to Omastar, Mudshot with Rock Slide, it's still gonna be bad, but make sure you get a Shadow version. Kabutops is bad. Aerodactyl, Snorlax, make sure you got Lick, Body Slam and Superpower for your best ones. It's gonna be pretty decent if you get a Shadow for the Master League. Articuno, Ice Shot, Icy Wind and Legacy Hurricane. Use it for the Ultra League, please. Zapdos, Legacy Thundershock with Drill Peck, Thunderbolt, or maybe even Ancient Power against other flying types. It is a pretty decent all-rounder. Moltres, I would say okay, especially with a Sky Attack Legacy move. Dragonite, what else can I say? Make sure you got Dragon Breath as a fast move for charge attack. You might have Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse, but most of us are using Dragon Claw and Hurricane or Outrage. And now, Mewtwo, Psycho Cut with Side Strike and Shadow Ball, both legacy moves. Most of us have either one, but you can get both if you use an Elite TM. It is great in the Master League. Now, this Pokédex wouldn't be complete without a special mention for Armored Mewtwo. It's gonna be quite good in the Ultra Leagues, especially if you got Confusion and Legacy Side Strike. And lastly, we have Mew, Shadow Claw with Wild Charge and Surf. Now, trainers, I'd like to show you one little thing. Now, here is a story. This is my one and only Mew, a kid who wanted to see what is Pokemon Go all about. He's aware of Mew thanks to the movies. He said Mew is his favorite, and then he just kept on pressing power up on my phone. Now my Mew can't be used for the Great Leagues anymore. It can't be traded. What So trainers, if you can, make me feel better, write down in the comments down below just to comfort me, please. And if this is the first time you've seen anyone sit down with you to go through an entire generation of Pokemon moves, a like and a comment down below would be really appreciated. It will make this whole thing worthwhile. Let me know if you'd like me to do other generations to make more backspace for you and use up your TMs. Till next week, thanks for watching.